YouTube. It is your girl Louisa. How are you guys doing? Um, sorry, I'm looking down. I like looking at myself in the camera. Don't act like you don't like to do it. But anyways, um, this video is going to be my coming out story. And if you haven't noticed, it's a response video to Olivia Has Two Moms. Their hashtag should be somewhere right there. Um, they have a video for National Coming Out Day, which was October 11th, Friday, and telling their coming out stories, and they kind of inspired me to do my own. And if you're watching this on my Facebook page, then I will try to put the link somewhere in the description or somewhere in on my page so that you can click over to my YouTube channel, and if you like, you can click over to their channel and watch their videos. Encourage everybody to go watch them. They're like awesome. Um, Before I start my coming out story, I would like to say to Ebony and Denise that you guys are so inspiring and literally where I want to be in probably about 5 or 6 years. Um, I am not married, but I do have a girlfriend, and hopefully in the future, um, at least married. Hopefully sometime in the next 5 or 6 years, and I do eventually want to be a mom. So, you guys are very inspiring, and I just want to say thank you for putting your videos up. Enough of that. Um, my actual name is Eva. I am 26 years old, believe it or not, and this is my coming out story. Uh, how young was I when I first realized? I don't think I necessarily knew the word gay, but I definitely did know that I was different. I did make that distinction, as I can remember as young as 5, knowing that I was attracted to girls the way usually boys were attracted to girls. Um, I mean, obviously I didn't know anything about sex or anything, but I knew that I wanted to be near them that way. I did make the connection from what I saw on TV, for a man feeling for a woman, and I knew that I felt that way for other little girls at the time. Not, you know, as much as you could feel at 5. So yeah, as young as 4 or 5, I remember the age I knew for sure that I was definitely attracted to girls. Fast forward about 4 years to my ninth birthday party. I had a sleepover, and long story short, um, me and this other girl ended up hiding in the same place at the same time, and we just had a connection. We looked at each other, and that's actually when my first kiss with a girl happened. So yes, I did date men. From about 16 to about 19, I dated a few guys. My family has no idea about it. I think inwardly, simply because I was like really ashamed of the fact that I was with guys, or I called myself being with guys. That I just didn't tell my family about them. Like from probably about 16 to 18, I was in high school and I did date these guys, but never brought them home to my family, never mentioned that I was with anybody, nothing. Like, I didn't even want to go on a date, honestly. But yeah, and then 19 to 20, till my 20th year, I dated a guy that was a significantly older than me. Yeah, and I really, really tried to make it work with guys. It was out of the pure fact that I wanted to make sure that my feelings were my feelings. I just wanted to make sure I was who I was, I guess. Before I put my family through any of what I was about to put them through. So yeah, I came out when I was about 20 years old. Um, it was about 3 months into dating my first serious girlfriend. Let's call her Kayla. Me and Kayla were very happy in love and all that jazz. And I had to work a double shift at work. So I took pen and paper and wrote a letter in between shifts to my mom about um telling her that I was bi and that I was dating someone named Kayla, and and that I knew that this was who I was, and I knew that this was who, like, it wasn't going to change. So yeah, that's pretty much. But I wrote her a letter, but I did sit in front of her when she read it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words, so I thought I'd write them down before. My family reacted in a few ways. Uh, my mom did not like it when I first told her. Um, Especially when I later confirmed that I was gay and not bi. Back then, I thought it would have been easier for her to accept that, but that was kind of a mistake. But I she reacted like I thought she would, because we, as a Christian parents, we're taught, as a Christian family, that we're taught that's that being gay is wrong, basically, in short. So she told me that I knew how she felt about it, and she didn't want to see it. She didn't want to talk about it. She told my sisters for me, basically only because she needed to have somebody to talk to, um, about it with, I guess, because she felt the need to. So I didn't really get to tell my sisters. My mom kind of did that for me. Um, my older sister told me she loved me no matter what. She still acts a little awkward for it, only because I think she's not really used to same sex couples. She's never really gotten to see me interact with girlfriends before, so um, not that it's any different than me interacting with guys if I was into that. But and my younger sister had a hard time with it at first, but you know, um, now she's pretty okay with it now. I think the reason she had a hard time with it at first was because um, we were really close growing up. We're 18 months apart, and there wasn't much she didn't know about me, and this was kind of a little bit of a shocker. So yeah. Um, and the rest of my family, my extended family, kind of trickled through the family eventually when mom, because at first my mom was like, don't tell anybody, because she thought it was a phase. But eventually I got tired of waiting, so I just started telling people. And the only other person that I really, really cared about, as far as knowing, is my grandmother. Because she's like one of my best friends. So, I was nervous at how she would react to it, and she immediately told me that she loves me for who I am, for what I am, and if that makes me happy, then hey. Basically, she said, "Do you?" So, first and foremost, I would say before you come out, give it a lot of thought. Give it a lot of time. Give yourself time to experience life as far as that goes. Make sure you do not like the opposite sex. That doesn't mean you have to go out and sleep with them, but see how compatible you are with them, how much of a connection you have with them versus the same sex. Just give yourself however much time you need to figure out that you are who you are. Make sure you are who you are. And once you do that, that doesn't necessarily mean you'll be ready to shout it to the world. Don't let anybody, i.e., friends, brothers, sisters, cousins, coworkers, whoever, partners, make you feel like you need to come out before you're ready. You come out when you're ready. Because if you do it otherwise, it's going to suck. I mean, at least if you're ready, you can prepare yourself for possibly good or bad situation. I always say expect the worst but hope for the best. So, and that is, in short, my coming out story, and I hope that it helps someone. I hope that it's inspiring, and if you guys have any more in-depth questions about it, not that I'm pretty sure you wouldn't, but if you did, please comment at the bottom, and let me know. And if you have any of your own coming out stories, I would like to know. Send me the links to your videos, or if you want to email it to me on here, that'd be perfectly okay too. Um, and yeah, that's all I got.
What we gotta do right here is go back in the time.